Nah, but that's a good thing that the brother was saying, because I got people at my job, man, that swear they go according to the Bible, but they still eat pepperoni pizza. They see pieces of sausage on it. We go to the store in the morning.
Get out of here.
We go to the store in the morning.
Man of God, why you cussing there? Thank you. Why you cussing? You did it right there. Why you cussing?
That's not a brother, man.
I should not cuss and praise.
Why is he trying to interrupt the word of the Lord coming out?
You just did it, bro.
A real Christian would sit there and listen to see what those brothers had to say. That's not being charitable. That's the enemy right there.
That's right.
That's trying to break up the sermon. But the spirit is so strong up here, we gonna keep going.
That's right. That's right.
Even though Sammy Davis Jr. walked across the street, we still preaching.
God. Have no clue as to what we talking about a brotherhood, and he's talking about some shit. But that's our people, caught up in everything but the right thing. This brother's preaching a beautiful sermon about being a brother. That's right. He running his mouth, ain't listen to a word we said. He don't know if he's in opposition to us or not. He just running his mouth. This is the second nigga that came up here doing it.
Jackson.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, you gotta be watching stuff like that. Like brothers, they say it's brothers at my job. They say, oh yeah, man, I'm in the job. I'm in the truth. You know, I read the Bible every day, and I don't pay no mind to it, because it's older Jagus. You know, I say, okay, man, that's cool. They try to ask me questions all the time, and you know, I just kind of just turn the other cheek, man, because what are they doing? They eating sausage biscuits in the morning, taking smoke breaks. You know what I'm saying? Lusting at the other dude's women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that, man. I'm with the scriptures.
That's right, business.
I'm not with that bullshit that they doing, man. That say they doing one thing and they really doing another. Because they don't have that true understanding, man. I'm with this brother. I'm with this brother. I'm with this brother. This brother. Why? Because they trying their best to their abilities to live according to this doctrine.
That's right.
To this word.
Truth.
To this truth.
And if you at work, you don't even have to necessarily be preaching and doing that. As you live your life, they'll see that difference. And I ain't got to tell you nothing. If the Lord puts a spirit on you to inquire as to why I am the way I am, well then maybe the Lord is dealing with you. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you'll see what I'm eating in the morning, you'll say, damn, this is a good point. He making a good point by not eating pork. I said, every time I eat it, I get sick. I feel bad. So you know what, man? The guy owns something. I'm going to figure out what else he knows. So you don't have to be so forward in your actions as far as the way you speak to somebody talking about the truth. Just live your life the right way. And let them inquire of you. And always have that good report.
And people respect that, man. When you live according to this doctrine, man, and you're not proclaiming it, you just doing it, man, people respect it. Because I'm at work and people see the way I act, people see what I eat and do the things that I do, and they respect it, man. They don't try to come against it. Like, them brothers know that I try to live my life according to the scriptures as well. And they know that I try to keep every book. Because I talked to one of them Jake before, and I told him, I said, I don't eat pork because it's in the Bible. He said, well, hey, no, man, Acts 10 says this and that. And I bought that breakdown to him. He ain't talked to me since. But you know what? He still respected.
That's right.
He made every time his pizza's in the break room and there's pepperoni on him, and we see him, he'll come up to me and say, hey, you don't eat that, do you?
Yeah, nigga at my job is the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll have something. He be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You know they got pork in it, ha 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 ha. Just joking and shit because I don't eat pork, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta sit here and fucking lie about that shit, man. I don't do it because the Bible says so. That's why. That's my answer.
Or you can just be smart about it or prudent about the situation. You don't have to take it that far. I mean, you're not going off by doing that, by saying, hey man, this is the Bible. That's a beautiful thing. But you can just tell a person, hey man, I just don't eat that because it's not good for me. Now if a motherfucker want to get mad at you behind that, oh well. Yeah. But if you tell somebody, hey brother, I don't eat that, it's not good, I don't feel like it's good for me.
That's right. And what the brother's talking about is proving a person. You proving that person. You ain't got to give your whole life to this man just based off the nigga eating a sausage biscuit. You're sitting here a 40-hour or 40-minute sermon in the break room, y'all the whole lunch. You sitting up here breaking down Acts 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all he gonna do is he gonna stop eating that and go get some pork rinds. He gonna go out of your mind.
Another thing too, what he gonna do is gonna tell everybody that you crazy.
You got to prove a person first before you even let them know what you're all about. The scripture saying not to let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That doesn't just apply to you and your old lady. That applies to your whole life. You at work, that's it's more important to be circumspect there than it is at home with your old lady.
That's right.
So as you the way you live speaks more than what you're breaking down. Because a nigga ain't really listening like that. Pork tastes too good to these things. You know?
And secondly, a nigga loves to argue. So if you putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna argue, a nigga gonna argue just to be contrary, man. You really shouldn't just be out there like that. You shouldn't. Tell the man, look, for me, I'm trying to be health conscious, and I had to research, pork really isn't good for me. So I just, I try to eat it, that's all. And that's it, man. And leave it at that. Now, if a man keep on adding, he see what your action, he see how how you live, he'll inquire more about you. Yeah. But you like the brother saying, let your light shine. That's how you let your light shine. By who you are. Not by pulling. You know what? You want to pull that out? Oh, okay, okay. Well, shoot, hey, we'll go to the verse first. Go to verse 1. If you really want to know, because guess what, man, I done did that before, man. Being, knowing the truth, I felt like, I had to prove things. I was just excited about the truth, and I wanted to let people know that I was intelligent. Well, you let people know by your intelligence, by who you are, by how you conduct yourself, man. Not by things that you say, man. Because a nigga will Google something and be the next day at work be trying to spew that madness. They did no research, man. So what differentiates you from that man right there? Nothing. Nothing at all, man.
That's right. Sirach chapter 6. I'm gonna start back on verse 7. If thou would gettest a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Be not hasty to credit him. Don't be so quick to credit him just because he know precepts.
That's right.
Because you gotta see what his actions, man. You gotta eat the whole roll. You gotta see how he talk and how he walk.
That's right.
Because because anybody can give you lip service, man. Anybody can tell you what you want to hear, but is that person actually doing those things? And it goes further than doing these things. Is he consistent with his actions? Is he continually doing these things? Or is he only doing these things when I'm around? Is he only doing these things when I'm around so he can keep me as a friend? Yeah. Is he only doing these things while I'm around so he doesn't feel guilty about what he was doing earlier?
That's right. This thing that we have, this is our gift. The Lord gave this gift to us. So don't be so eager to give it away, like the scriptures say, not to cast your pearls before swine. If you got that, go ahead and bring it up. You don't be so. 1 second. Don't be so eager to give this beautiful gift that you have away to someone else. Be not hasty to credit him just because this nigga said, you know what, you're right. Don't start telling them, hey, you need to be out there on Main Lake. Don't do that.
That's right. Bringing out precept and things of that nature. I mean, really, it's like the scripture said, you have to prove him first, man. Judge it. How you prove him? By his actions. Now, if you know that he eating biscuit sandwiches every day and smoking cigarettes, what's the point of talking to him, right? You putting yourself in a situation to where you could be compromised. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to defend the gospel at work. That's not being circumspect, you know?
You can't talk scriptures with a brother for 2 days and invite him out to camp. That can backfire on you real quick. You talking to brother about scriptures, tell him about Jacob and Esau, then the brother come up to camp and he start hearing what we preaching about. He try to buck up against us, but he came with you. That make you look bad. This the fruit you bringing? You bringing this spoiled ass pair up to our camp?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You gotta be more circumspect than that.
You were a little bit too hasty to credit that man.
Very strong.
Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is holy unto dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before. Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is holy unto dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
What the Most High, what Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us, this is holy. This is that beautiful gift that you've been looking for your whole life. Now the Lord gave it to you, and you have it. So why would you be so hasty to just give it to any nigga out there? These things have to be proven, just like the Lord had to prove you to make sure you are worthy of carrying the sword. So you got to be the same way. Because a nigga high five you at work, that's not your friend. Just because you talking about the scriptures and the nigga standing behind you like, yeah, that's not your friend, man. Your friend is the man that's with you in battle. That's your friend. When it's been tested, that's your friend. And most of all, your friend is going to understand you, how the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And he's not going to be with you on this, but you know what, nah, I don't quite dig that part of it. Your friend is going to be out here on these highways and byways, working for the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right.
Keep going on.
Least they trample them under their feet and turn you again and rent you.
Because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be at work and this nigga gonna report you to your supervisor. Even though it's not, he may not be saying something to get you fired, but he's putting you in the spotlight when you don't even need to be in the spotlight. You should be able to go your whole time at that job, nigga not knowing whether or not you celebrate Christmas, nigga not knowing whether or not you eat this, that, or the other. You should be able to just roll and the nigga just look at you like, oh, that's a cool cat. He don't bother nobody. That's the best thing I like about him. He don't bother nobody.
Why?
Yeah, but you at work with your garment on. You know what I mean? That's it on that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, he actually said the exact same thing I was saying.
I mean, to take your point.
It's all good.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Only for his own occasion. So he's going to help you when it's convenient for him, or when it may be convenient for the situation. But he's not always being a brother. You know. But if you're a true brother, you're gonna find ways to make way for that brother.
Okay.
You know, you may not have money to give somebody. A brother may be hungry. He may be at your house. You may not have enough money to go buy that brother something to eat, but you got food in the fridge. You can cook for that brother. You can make a meal that's big enough for the both of y'all. That's what being a brother is all about.
That's right.
Not making excuses. You got to find a way. If there's not a way, find a way. You know, there's always ways. There's always ways around it. If you in the spirit, if the Lord's working with you, the Lord's putting the spirit on you to be charitable, you're gonna find a way.
That's right.
Regardless of the situation. You may not have enough money to get that brother gas, but you gonna help that brother push his car to the gas station.
That's right.
You know, you gonna find a way, man. Because why? It's about being a brother. It's about being charitable, man. It's not about being selfish. It's not about making excuses. You know, doing something that's convenient for you. You might be lined up on your way to go get some box, and the brother might be stuck on the highway that's 30 miles away from where you're supposed to be going. What you gonna do? You know, and you in the car by yourself. And the text got put out, hey, such and such is stuck, man. A lot of brothers can't make it. If you can make it, you know, Lord willing, you know, go ahead and make it. Or you gonna go there, or you gonna say, hey, no, I got something I gotta do. Because you know what? Those brothers might not see that, but the Lord sees it.
That's right.
You know, that's what you gotta stay. That's what you gotta keep in your mind.
That's right. Verse 9, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
That's right.
Will discover thy reproach. Enmity. Go read that one more time.
And there, verse 9, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
So don't go looking for something to try to reproach your brother on. Just because you jealous or because you mad about something. You know, you gotta be spiritual at the end of the day.
That's right.
You gotta be happy for your brother, man. It's not about being jealous. It's not about trying to be better than the next man in this thing. That's the beautiful thing about being in the brotherhood, man.
That's right.
You ain't gotta put on the front for nobody. The Lord found you in the spirit. You can be yourself. The Lord is dealing with you, and the Lord's dealing with all these other brothers.
Right.
So we're not finna pass judgment along you, man. You can be yourself around them. I'm always myself around these brothers. I'm not finna act a different way when I'm around these brothers, man, because these brothers not putting on the front for me. Why do I need to put on the front for them?
That's right.
I'm not finna get mad at a brother for winning. We all gonna be there. If this brother boxing and he going 15-0 and I'm boxing and I'm 7-8, is that gonna stop me from going to his matches to support him? No, I'm gonna be there front and center cheering that brother on. Regardless of what I've been through, regardless of what my record's looking like. Because I'm there to support that brother and whatever he may do. Because a lot of brothers venture off in other things other than the truth. And we gotta be supportive of that brother. Because that brother has a craft. And there's nothing better to have support behind you. Especially when you're doing something that you feel like is meaningful and that's something that's important to you. You got support behind you to do something, that's gonna give you the confidence to excel in that certain area. Like when I first came into the food thing, these brothers encouraged me to continue with that. And I've grown on that. And I'm continuing to grow, Lord willing. So you gotta encourage brothers' gifts, man. You can't just find something because you're mad at a brother. Say, oh, that brother was wearing flip-flops to camp. I'm gonna bring it out on next Friday. I'm gonna call that brother out. No, man, why don't you just go up to the brother and say, hey, man, this we out here in camp, man. This is the time of war, man. We don't need to be wearing flip-flops. Just be more circumspect. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be charitable, man. You gotta think about stuff, man. You can't offend these brothers, man. Just because a brother got something nicer than you, or a brother doing better than you, we gonna find a way to bring that brother down. Nah, you a demon, man. You got a demon on you. You need to pray to the Lord to take that demon off of you, man. Okay. Or you ain't gonna end up having no brothers. You better appreciate the brothers that you do have, or you in this thing by yourself, and you might end up falling out because of it.
I'm gonna read verse 9 again, if you don't mind. I'm gonna speak on it as well. Verse 9, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. That scripture is talking about that same guy that you was talking with at the break room, telling him this, that, and the other. Now he's kind of following you around. Maybe he's stopped by the house. Now you done told him that you bringing it out downtown. All that time he was kind of like, well, I just come because I ain't have nothing to do. But he knows all of your business. Now he knows all of your business. And like I said, and will discover thy reproach. Now he knows exactly what to tell a so-called white man, exactly what to tell everybody else. He knows your whole life.
That's right.
So you got to live your life circumspect and deal correctly with these people.
Can you go to verse 8?
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
That's right.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
That's right. And that's going into that's expounding on that same type of person, man. That same person, he's gonna be your friend when it's convenient for him, man. When he could get money from you or whatever things that he needs from you, man. That's right. He's only gonna be a friend when he needs you. So what the scriptures tell you is to be circumspect, man. Improve him. Don't just be out here hey, I'm gonna tell this man everything that I'm about. Because that's not gonna be productive for you and what you got going.
That's right. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to verse 10. And again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
That's right. So at the table, that symbolically means a feast, or when you're doing well, man. You got some people out there, when you're up and you're on top, man, they want to be your partner, man. Say, it could be something very small, man. You might be at work and somebody see you as a hard worker and the boss taking a liking to you. They want to be around you now. Hey, man, what's going on, bro? Because they trying to sneak their way up, man.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful with that, man.
That's right.
And the next verse speaks perfectly to the point that you just made. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servant. So like that's just like the brother's talking about. When you now you doing good at work. So of course he kind of coming over there reading, he lying, saying, yeah, I read Corinthians last night too. He's lying. But as soon as something bad happened to you, he ain't got nothing to do with you. That's not a friend. That's not a friend at all.
And it said he's gonna be bold over your servants. You ever been out with a person and you paying the tab, and he's being bold, talking to the waiter all crazy, jacking up the goddamn receipt, the balance, being bold with your money, man. That's not a friend. He's being a friend because it's advantageous for him, man. So what the scriptures are telling you is to prove that, man. Prove a man, these people that you're around, man. How do you prove it? You try the spirit by the spirit, man.
Okay.
Be circumspect. You look at that brother, man.
Okay.
That reminds me of that song Zero came out with called No Help, man. And Zero was speaking some real stuff, man. When I'm doing good, y'all want to be around me, man. I got an entourage around me. But when I ain't got nothing, don't nobody want to be around me. Don't nobody want to associate them with them, man.
ignorance, right? And niggas so low level that he'll do that in the smallest manner. Even with something like a small, insignificant job, he'll try to sneak his way up in there. He'll see a brother that's, carry himself in a certain way, in a dignified way, and he won't latch on to you, man. Because